Hello, people. Week one, well, week 1B, the December meet, kind of.
No.
1B.
December meets are like week zero.
Okay, week zero.
Touche.
So week
Touche.
one in the books. 4 tiles, we survived. Um, only one of us actually worked. I was working for the future. So, anyways, Governor, I see that cookie. You couldn't even make it past
He tried to
January
sneak it.
12th.
He really did try to sneak the shit. He did.
It's okay. I got one too.
These
Okay,
fools
so
got these fools got cookies and snacks. I got a damn
hey,
throat lozenge.
hey, I woke up at 5:30 this morning to work out, so I can have the cookie. I am allowing myself. But so let me tell you about this cookie real quick because it is actually so good you can't see it. But so when you go to A&M, Brookshire, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
Brookshire
Mm-hmm.
Brothers is across the
Yes.
street. So
Yes.
you have to go across the street. Any of their hot food is delicious. I literally got
Right.
a two-piece meal this weekend
Yeah.
with mashed potatoes, white gravy, and cornbread, and
Fire.
all the way. But this cookie is a peanut decadent Reese's peanut butter cup cookie. So good. Oh my gosh. So good. So when you go to Texas A&M, go to Brookshire Brothers, go into the bakery, decadent Reese's peanut butter cup.
And
Oh,
you still working on it.
I'm gonna save the other half for tomorrow because it's actually that good that I don't know if my workout is suffice to eat it all in one day. But anyhow, so that's at Excel C. We'll see you next week. No, I'm just kidding.
Cookies out. This episode is brought to you by
So anyhow,
I mean, it's a good place to start. We'll be looking for sponsors in the near future.
I know.
Absolutely.
absolutely. Uh-oh. We cannot hear you.
So, like, I'm not the only one that can't actually hear Chewy, right?
No, we can't hear Chew at all.
So,
I think we had a
what
headphones
we
died.
will do, and this will be great for the future Patreon episodes where you get to see all these shenanigans. I will simply ask how. No, I will not ask that man. I will ask the governor how he's doing.
Right.
What's going on, sir?
We're going to be playing, what's it called? Hollywood Squares? No.
Yeah, that dude. That dude.
Oh, yes. This is
Him.
awesome.
How was your weekend, sir? Are you good? The evening is good. What's popping,
For
Mr.
me,
Governor? Yes.
yeah, just hanging out, watching the game, and had our first day of practice, first official day of practice today, and you know, the energy is good. Let's see how long it lasts.
Now, see people. You see what a wacky, weird world we all live in this business. The governor just told you he had his first day of practice, whereas I somehow had a whole track meet this past weekend. Um, which the best thing if you're gonna run an early meet like we did, the best thing you could do is find you what I call a soft opener.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now, we went out to Reno, Nevada, for my money, the best facility in the United States currently for indoor.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't meant to be as soft of an opener as we got. But man, I'm happy that it was. Because let me tell you something. It's hard to put 5 to 6 people in the final of any event. But when you can pull it off because the opener is that soft, it's a good morale boost for your young.
Absolutely.
It's a feel good moment.
You have to take the wins when you can
You
get
take the
them.
wins. You can
Yes.
you can run a time in the 60 that should never make a final, but make the final. Be like, yo, don't trip. You get to do it again. And that was my weekend experience with the youngins. I thought they handled themselves very, very well. Our team is extremely young. We are like 85% freshmen. And Yeah, we got in there, got some PRs,
Mm-hmm.
got a school record,
Okay.
um, and made all the finals that we wanted to make. In some cases, a dominant fashion. The administrators think that my team is going to win NCAA or something. I'm like, no, 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 no. There was only 4 teams in the building. That's not a thing. But it was a good weekend.
That's awesome.
Now, I'm hoping that we can hear Chewy. Chewy, how was your day/week? We can't hear Chewy because that's the same face I've been looking at this whole time. So she is frozen, which brings us to uh-oh.
Uh-oh, there she comes.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I
I
got
don't know
two black boxes for
I got one frozen chew box and now a black chew box. But I'm gonna go ahead and bite this bullet. Large male chicken energy. How are you, sir? And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
well, I didn't really want to say big cock energy on the screen. So
Okay.
Hey, we moving to Patreon. You can say whatever the hell you want.
anyway, it's about that time.
Okay.
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 All right.
It's about that
And
time. Um, truthfully, I I am just trying to walk into 2026, if that makes any sense. I know that this is going to be one of the more uh, memorable and this is going to be a very, very large year in my world, and I know that, and so I'm trying to not shy from it or avoid it. I'm just trying to walk directly into what my faith is coming because I'm excited about it. So at the end of the day, whatever stresses or struggles come about currently, I just, all right, this too shall pass because big things are coming.
Absolutely.
listen, eventually the lovely professional host, Miss Chewy, will get back to us. But as long as we have this black box on the screen and we assume we can't hear her, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on in to what is apparently going to be the show today.
Yep.
So it is no longer week 0. It is week 1. And shenanigans were afoot across the country. Um, some people are just disrespectful and to the point want to start their year off with large male chicken energy. So
Right.
you know,
Right. See? I
so
mean, it's week 1 and we already have a world junior record.
Mm-hmm.
well, we hope, assuming that there was proper
Look,
testing to
Oh
make it
there is
gosh.
that
certifiable.
There.
proper test. Well, here, let's just say this. Were there pressure sensitive blocks? Because I'm going to say the
Mm-hmm.
answer to that is no.
Mm-hmm.
But you see this, and listen, I want to be very,
That's
very
what
clear.
this is what's wrong with our sport.
I want to be very clear. First of all, bravo to all involved with that ridiculously phenomenal performance. And if you get a chance to see the main clip on any social media, you can see Coach Kareem at Georgia absolutely losing his mind and well
Yeah.
deserved. Bravo,
Yes.
sir. Bravo to Coach Carroll. But yes, listen, Clemson. Clemson is one of the places that people go to do these things.
Right.
You know that about yourselves. I hope that the blocks were electronically plugged in, and I hope that sometime after that performance, the young man was able to get himself to a DCO, not because anybody should assume he's on drugs, but you can't get the world junior record ratified if you don't take the test. So, you know, bravo to that man. Just a brilliant performance. I mean, it looked good at 200, but a lot of things look good at 200, and he just kind of kept on winding around the
Kept
track.
going.
And when you came off that final turn, you knew it was going to be special. I don't think anybody thought it would be 44.6. But
I mean, 44.6 is a phenomenal opener for anyone.
right. At any level.
Yeah, yeah.
But
As is 649.
well, there were those things. So I mean, listen. We do this every year during this time of year. Um, let's we just run through this real quick since I so happen to have it in front of me, and we can pause where we need to pause. We'll pause on the first event, obviously. Um, the top 10 as it stands today for the men's 60-meter dash starts at 6:49, and there are two of those from Tennessee.
Mhm.
There was a 6:59 from Tennessee, and the number 10 is 6:63. So we are already off to, a crazy, crazy situation brewing in the 60.
Only
Absolutely.
the first two are guaranteed to be in the meet.
Yes.
Right. The
That's
40s are safe.
that's that is the crazy part, is that the only the two 649s are guaranteed to be in the meet. Do we have a big league?
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey, look at that. She's back in the
Hey, how
league.
you
Yeah, I don't
doing?
know what happened.
We missed you.
Electronics.
I'm sure I fumbled most of what was supposed to happen.
So the
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you have
marker.
incredible job security. None of us can do your job. We've all tried it, failed miserably.
So the marker, if you're going to compare, is now six. So 657 is what got into the meet last year.
Right.
So that's what we got to watch for in terms of top 16 in the next 2 months.
We already got some 7-1s on the board
Mm-hmm.
from East Carolina and UT Rio Grande Valley,
Yep.
Florida.
Yeah. That's right, baby.
So
Coaches there
728
are
is
huge
currently
fans
the
of the
number
show.
10 mark in the country.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Are
we've
you going to
already
continue down the
seen.
list?
Yeah. The 200.
The 200s were there was no Avengers sighting in the 200s.
No, but we're running through some things. So 2064 to 2110 is the current top 10. That will change rapidly. Um, Women's 200, 2311 and 2364 is currently the top 10. Obviously, there were children in Texas losing their minds in the 200
Yep.
this past
Hmm.
weekend. Uh, Shout out to our guy Danny McCray. Uh, but yeah, so there's a debate there. What is Jonathan Sims's 44.62 the performance of the weekend, or is it the 60-meter dashes?
It's a world junior record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
say the
mean,
400.
by quality of mark, especially considering who did it, I would say the fours are more impressive. Although the 60s are probably the 60s have probably been done fewer times. I don't know how many people have run under 650 in the first week of January.
That's just
So
crazy.
hold on. Um, what else went on this weekend?
Women's long jump was really far.
Oh yeah. That's right. We skip around there.
681 at Illinois.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hold it in, Clyde. Hold it in.
I what I
Take a gander at the men's high jump.
Oh, yes. Insane.
And remember, this is week one. Take a gander at the men's high jump. And what's 1 and what's 10?
Yep.
Hey, boo. Oh,
Clyde, you don't you got a job to do.
both my hands are full at this point. Y'all's gonna have to shout that out.
Yeah. Oh,
Tell us about that men's high jump because
The men's high
I
jump, 225 is leading. Top 10 right now is 214.
yeah, there you go.
Week 1.
225 in week one.
Week 1. Yep.
So here's my question for y'all about the week ones, especially from an indoor perspective, because I know we've tackled this outside. Are you shooting for these elite things week one? Are they mostly accidents that you're happy to see? Or you know what I mean? Like is it more strategic or circumstantial?
Ooh-wee.
I think in the field events, it depends on who you're talking about. Both by ways of coaches and by ways of athletes. But they also, I think, more so in field events than in running events, adrenaline can change the calendar. Right. So like you can only be jumping at 210, 212, 215 in training and go to a meet, get competitive stimuli and make a couple bars and now you're at 25.
Right.
That happens honestly a lot. The long jump being that big that early is rather abnormal because you do need to usually build into that, but
It also matters where you do it.
it does.
environment. Environment is what we'll call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think that um there's also a matter of a coach understanding who his athlete is, male or female. And, you know, I mean, I can look at myself. I hated competing at home. Hated it. I love going into other people's home
Making a mess.
and
Right.
making a mess. It was a matter of pride for me. Um and I think we're now at a point where there are a lot more niche programs out there that are very, very targeted in what they want to do.
Yes.
Looking at, you know,
Absolutely.
how many athletes in one event I can get into the meet and what is the strategy and, you know, what tracks are we going to get into? And if not, I mean, the schools that can afford it are building their own tracks and um, there really isn't any kind of regulation, is there? Just go ahead and build it. So, but no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. We've seen this before. Um, you know, have you looked at the women's high jump and what Arizona has just done?
Hmm.
I mean, they're out the gate
Yeah. Hot.
hot, hot, And I just had to remind myself they're Big 12, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
I mean, there were already several 571s on the board in the men's pole vault.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So it's very interesting to see the people who go that route, right? Like put up a mark that'll get you into NCAAs in week one,
Mhm.
then go away and train.
Yeah.
I think if you have the right athlete for that, especially up here, I think it's a great strategy. But you have to know you have the right athlete for that,
Yes.
because they got to be willing
Right.
to go away from where they're at right now and go train for greater,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's hard to tell someone sometimes, I know you just did this week. Next week, you will not be competing.
Right.
And the following week, you're going to compete in something else. Not every athlete can handle that.
This is true.
But, that's the art of coaching, right? It's not
So,
just, go ahead.
sorry, what I was going to say is, then do you say that we're following the quote unquote cross country transition to indoor model?
Ah.
In some cases, yeah. Now
Because
that
that's,
it's a little different because they're coming off of a season, so they're just extending their peak a little bit. So it's a little different, but yes, ostensibly it's the same, right? Strike while the iron is hot. When if you know somebody's ready to go do something, let them go do it, and then go train them for later.
well, wouldn't you say, minus being a first year person in that, maybe not even program because transfers don't count anymore, but first year in collegiate programs, that they are coming in hot because they've had an unfaulted fall season,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? So they're as hot as they can be at that very moment, minus competition reps. But if you've got a seasoned athlete or someone who's got enough competition under their belts, they're
Yeah.
quote unquote in their prime right then and there. They haven't been tampered with yet.
You know
There are
what's
some people who do a really good job over Christmas break who come back ready.
Yes.
you know what list didn't change at all in week 1? The 3K,
Oh, the 3K, 5K.
And I don't imagine they're going to change anytime soon.
That's not going to change for another
Well,
month.
Them BU marks are going to hold, baby, for a while.
and the other one that doesn't change week 1 is the men and women's triple. It just,
Yeah.
and it's so true to form. I mean, thank goodness we don't have to deal with the old underground runway at A&M in the bubble. My goodness. It was after year 1, 2, 3, I'm just like, why do I even bother? I'm like, we're just going to long jump the first meet.
Mhm.
We're not even going to bother because it never fails that the depth perception, the, and just getting a grasp of the timing and all of that, you just you need more time, you know? So expecting big jumps in week 1, good luck with that.
Yeah. What's next, big league?
Uh, we've got,
Football.
yeah, some foosball.
Man.
It goes like football.
That's right, baby.
Sorry, Kai. It's not foosball. It's football. You're correct.
Well,
Football.
so
Check that for my dad.
I'm sorry, baby.
I mean my head.
So collegiately, we had an amazing game
Mm-hmm.
and then a execution.
Yeah.
A roasting.
Yeah. That was actually, people have been saying it a lot, but that was actually belt to ass.
I don't know.
Yeah. So which should we start? Hey.
Let's take the whooping and then we can smile after.
Oh boy.
My
Man.
favorite part about the whooping was, and again, I take interesting angles to things sometimes. Oregon was playing for Nike's life. because by losing to Indiana,
Oh,
we have the first ever all
Hmm.
Adidas national championship,
Didn't
That
think
is
about it
true.
that way.
That
right?
is
And
true.
this is a very, 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 very big deal.
It is.
There will
Which
be
will have
Adidas.
repercussions.
There will be Adidas footballs used at the national championship. There will be 9 million Adidas commercials. And just like the SEC getting shut out, Nike getting shut out of the national championship game altogether is actually a big deal.
It is.
Yeah,
Right.
I
And
hadn't.
so
Yeah.
I thought that part of it was actually quite relevant. Um, you know, uh, I I thought it was very interesting that the two biggest transfer portal teams played each other, and
Yep.
clearly Kurt Signetti is a better shopper.
what?
Um,
So okay, so that was kind of where that's kind of where I wanted or the most intrigue I found about that because as as the as we are all witnessing the immediate rise to power of Kurt Signetti, he's being he's getting out there more and people are talking to him more and he's you know giving up the blueprint a little bit as you would say. And
mhm.
he made, I don't remember what publication it was, but he made, a really brilliant point. And he often talks about, as we all have in our track and field spaces, at least the smart people, that you want production over potential.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep. Yep.
and in this interview, God, I wish I remember which one it was. It was very, very obvious what he did. He's out there like, hey, y'all can have your 5 stars and your 4 stars and your whoever else.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go get adults who can think
Yep.
and who have played
Yep.
and have been good, not great, just good.
Hmm.
And a collection of 22 and 23-year-old adults who know what the hell they're doing apparently are gonna pound out, the 18, 9-year-old 5 stars into oblivion. Like
Right.
that's just what's gonna continue to happen. Because
Yes.
think about it, like the true these high school grades of players are crazy, right? But the true 5 star folks, like the wide receiver kid at Oregon at Ohio State,
yeah,
they're very few and far
Jeremiah
between.
Smith.
Jeremiah Smith. They're very few and far between. But if your whole secondary is grown and smart and knows what they're doing, you can render him irrelevant in a game,
Yep.
right? So I've been blown away by apparently Kurt Signetti understands this at a level that nobody else was considering. Like the wheels came off and we can buy players now, and everybody's just like, "Yo, pay what you got to pay to the best rated dude or something." And nobody sat back and was like, "Yeah, actually, no, we shouldn't probably do that. We should do this."
Yep.
I mean, their defense is ridiculous, right? And half of their defense came from JMU with him.
Correct.
Yes. And
Right.
probably one of the inside stories is that the D coordinator that was with Signetti at JMU is now the D coordinator at Miami.
Mm.
So there is a
But not the
level of
main, but not the main guy.
familiarity.
Just one of the
Huh?
assistants. Not the main
The-
guy.
right.
Yeah.
The main coordinator
Hmm.
His
has been with
offensive
Signetti.
his
Yes.
OC
Yes.
and DC followed him to Indiana.
Right.
But there another inside story of that is a transfer portal person left Miami and signed with Indiana.
Hmm.
So there's a kid on the team that knows the playbooks.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. The other interesting thing I thought about all of this, right? And I know that the NCAA didn't do this on purpose, right? Because remember, Miami was the last team they let in. But Indiana has to play a true, not a virtual, a true road game for the national championship.
Right.
Right.
Like this is, I mean, it's bad when you play Georgia in Atlanta, right? Because then it's a virtual road game. This is actually a home game for
Yeah,
Miami. This
for
is
Miami.
literally the locker room that they are in all the time, and this is their home stadium.
Yep.
It is, but God, I got to start writing this stuff down. However, a point was made. So there's something like 200,000 Miami alums or whatever, and 800,000
Yeah,
Indiana
800.
alums.
They have the
Yeah.
largest alumni base in the country.
Right. And so
Living.
they may have their own locker room, but I bet money the majority of that stadium gonna be red.
Right, and this is where this is where it being the national championship game will help Indiana a great deal, right? Because the tickets are still only allocated half and half,
Yes.
Right.
right? And so then those that are not allocated to the two schools are going to be up for grabs, and Mark Cuban is going to make sure folks got tickets.
That's right.
There's that. I'm just I was shocked. I was shocked by how bad Oregon and DJ Moore played. I really was. But more so they just got beaten to submission. Like
It's funny
like
you
they
mentioned
responded at
Dante
first.
Moore.
They responded at first and then it was just like, yeah, nah.
It, I don't, because his quarterback class is so bad, I don't think it's going to kill him. But
Oh,
if I'm an
he shouldn't
if
come
I'm
out.
an executive, there is no way I'm taking Dante Moore with one of the first round picks.
Mm.
Nah. But they
No
will.
chance. Well, desperation comes from being really bad, right? So like somebody's going to do it, but it's pretty clear he's not ready. I'm not saying he won't be a great NFL quarterback because he can be, but if somebody has to give him the keys to the car next year, they're not going to win very many games.
Yeah.
There's been
So
a lot of hyperbolic talk about Indiana and like whether they're the best team ever. Like, look, stop. No, they're not the best team ever. But here's what I will say unequivocally, and I said it in our chat: Indiana is the best coached team in college football history because they're the
okay.
least penalized, right? I mean, like, listen, it was this game that Indiana got their third pass interference call against their defense for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to argue the coach issue, but I will pause, assuming, okay, for most people, the best team ever debate is one of two: 2001
Yes,
Miami,
yes,
2019 LSU.
yes.
Now, if Indiana wins, they will have dismantled the reigning defending national champions. They will have taken out the reigning defending national champions. They will have won their conference championship. They will have beaten Oregon twice, Alabama en route, and then, of course, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I would easily put them above the 2019 LSU team if they pull this off. Not
But if you
Miami.
look
There's too
at
many.
the accolades, the 2019 LSU team beat either 4 or 5 top 5 opponents.
Yeah, but the rankings are
I I I,
nonsense.
I understand. I'm telling you what somebody from them is going to say.
Right. They beat top five SEC teams who shuffled the
I'm
rankings.
just going to tell you what they're going to say.
I'm just saying we can get into that, on the if they win next week. I'm just saying the Miami team is the Miami team. Like bona fide, all these first round
Yeah,
dudes.
there's not a
No.
I laughed when people were talking when 2019 happened and they were talking about how they was the best team ever. I was like, listen, it's just not a thing because in those days you could stockpile talent and they had a wide receiver and tight end room that had 6 dudes drafted in the first round.
Right.
right? They had two all-pro running backs who weren't good enough to be running backs at the time and were on special teams. Like we're not doing that. But
Right.
but I will say this. This team right here can play defense against anybody.
Absolutely. So were we happy, or I mean, we all picked Miami and Miami won, but were we happy to see Ole Miss go out the way they went out? I felt kind of bad for them.
Oh, I didn't feel bad. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a phenomenal game. Epic
And
game.
honestly, that's all you can really ask. Listen, as much as I rooted for the kids on the team, the adults got more than they could have ever bargained for.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Ole Miss got all kinds of positive publicity. Lane Kiffin got enough trolling and more money.
Right. And the check.
Right? Like I mean, we didn't have to deal with what would have happened this week because Lane Kiffin was going to make the offensive coordinator leave.
Yeah.
Like they were going to have even fewer coaches, and it was about to get really, really messy and petty, and they're going to be about all kinds of stories, not about the game. So, in a lot of ways, I'm kind of glad that they went out with a good fight and it's over. Same way I feel about the Eagles losing. Like I'm tired of that narrative that we have to then talk about, right? Like I get it. AJ Brown and the rest of the Eagles don't get along. Whatever.
Well, we're gonna get into that. I will simply say, you know what it really was? I felt bad for Trinidad Chambliss. Like I felt bad for him when he
Why?
played. Bro, I wanted Miami to win the game. I just didn't want to see his season end. Like that story is so good, right?
But that's my point. Is it like he's been playing with house money for half the year?
Absolutely.
No, you're
Yes.
absolutely right. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yes.
I'm just waiting to see the if he decides he wants to go back to school. I'm just waiting to see the lawsuit.
Oh,
Well,
it's already that's
the-
already happening right now.
The Pavia rule is going to rule in his favor.
He has
Yeah.
decided he wants to go back. He got a preemptive, $5-6 million deal to go back.
Yep.
He made the appeal. The NCAA rejected it, and the lawsuit is coming.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like,
The injunction will happen. He will play next year.
Yes.
absolutely. And if they're
Although
smart, they'll file
I
it.
think if he was smart, he would come out this year.
If they're smart, they'll file it in Mississippi. What judge in Mississippi ain't
Oh,
gonna give him the
no, they're
injunction?
absolutely going to file the injunction in Mississippi. But if he was smart, he would come out this year because this year's quarterback class is trash. Next
Yeah.
year's everything class is really good.
Yeah.
That's fair. So who are we taking? Miami at home or Indiana?
I mean, I got to go with the pitchfork.
I don't know.
Doesn't it?
That reference.
Look at
logo
the
of
IU
Miami.
logo.
The logo of
Yeah.
IU.
Oh.
Yeah.
Looks like a
I thought
pitchfork.
there was. Got it.
Nope, I was just being literal. I will go with the crimson and cream.
I will be lying if I'm not if I'm not feeling nostalgic about Miami and what they were and the fact that they are now back. I mean, it's a testament to the climate, to the atmosphere, to the, to what the NCAA has done to collegiate football. And yeah, I mean, the fact that it's a home game. Now, if we were talking about like A&M Stadium or Texas's stadium or anything like that, I mean, I think it would be the electricity will be unbelievable. But the NCAA is going to make it as equal as possible. And you will probably see a half and half stadium. I want to see what it looks like outside the stadium.
A whole lot of red.
Ray.
Yeah.
Look, Miami, like LA, is a very distracted place.
Yeah. I just think Indiana is inevitable.
Oh,
The
he
way
went
they
Thanos
play,
on us. You see what he did there?
It does feel that way though. Kurt
they
Signetti, that'd be
play.
such a dope visual. Kurt Signetti with a friggin'
Oh my
with
gosh,
Thanos glove and the Infinity
absolutely.
Stones.
Yep.
That is what is happening.
It listen, he and they really and truly do feel inevitable.
Inevitable. They do. They do.
And listen, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I had that in my head before you said inevitable, but someone much better than me at social media, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you exactly. I need the Kurt Signetti. Oh, they're gonna go for it on fourth down sideline
Mm-hmm.
photo,
Mm-hmm.
juxtapose the Thanos, and I am inevitable. I
Yes.
need that meme.
Oh,
That's
Like
right.
that.
oh
That
man.
is the meme. I said the winner of that game I would have for the championship. I did not expect the curb stomping. I'm definitely taking Indiana.
Yeah.
Big League,
I just
what do
hope
you
there's a
think?
game. I hope it's competitive.
85% of the money and 88% of the total bets are on Indiana currently. That's the
Mm,
cover. That's to cover a 7.5 point spread. So
wow.
basically, no bettor thinks that this game is going to do anything but be a blowout. Now, I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now
Miami's
the
defense
very
is too good to just assume that it's going to be a blowout. Now, this
well
could
the,
very easily be the Indiana Ohio State game from the conference championship. It could be 13-10 easily.
well the variable that time is going to determine is the fact that I don't know, a large part of that Miami team was sick with the flu. And
Mm.
it came out after the game. And so, you hope, and you want a healthy Miami D line uh ready to play against that O line of Indiana. And you know, that I think, if those guys are going at full speed, I think it's going to be very interesting. If they can't put pressure on what's the
On
QB?
Heisman Mendoza,
Heisman Doza. Um,
Well
I'm in
put.
my bag tonight.
I think it's going to be over real quick.
Chewy, who you got?
I got IU,
All right.
IUPUI or IU?
right? I was gonna say they had my paycheck, so
Oh my
I'm good.
gosh.
I gotta
That's
go on
funny
this
as
one.
hell.
It
All
paid the
right.
bills for quite some years.
Well, see, I know Chewy's happy because
Yep. What
we
did I
can
tell
move
you?
on to we can move on to the NFL side of things, where
What
I
did I
believe
tell you?
me and Chewy had this with the
So
49ers getting the win.
Yes. Did I not say? Did I not say that I wanted the 49ers to win?
it
I
was the
did.
three of us.
Right.
It was the
Yeah,
three of us.
yeah, let
Well,
me.
only
Yeah,
only the New
yep.
Yorker,
That's where I'm
only the
at.
New Yorker picked Philly.
Yep. I can't show my face. Jeez.
Oh
What did
God.
I tell you? That's what we do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this because it needs to be said. AJ Brown has to shut up for like 6 months. You can't talk all that cash money nonsense you've been talking and act the way you've been acting, and then drop the passes that you needed to win the game. Like stone cold drops too. Like come on, man.
Yep.
I will never understand why receivers run their mouths.
I almost
They're-
feel like it's because of their predecessors, the ones that actually never drop passes.
that never wore sticky gloves.
That
Right.
we're allowed to talk cash money stuff.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
I mean, look, I see
Fair.
more drops this weekend than
Hmm.
Chris Carter's entire career.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah.
I see more drops this weekend than Gary Rice's entire career.
Boy.
Here's the truth. The only truly elite wide receiver that actually had not drop problems, but far more drops than you would think is T.O.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like T.O. led the league in drops one year. But other than that, like every single other great wide receiver got these things right here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the ball. Right? And they
So-
make contested catches and they make catches they ain't supposed to make. None of them are dropping balls like this.
But Chewy, you are the local. You are the 49er fanatic. How did you feel about this upset that we all predicted, except the New Yorker, of course?
About the game itself,
Yeah. How are
it
you
was
feeling?
really messy. It was
Mhm.
very messy and way
Yeah.
more stressful than it had to be. We weren't playing what's the word? It's refined football.
Okay.
It's not the X's and O's that we run.
Well,
Fair.
let's just when you think about the D line for Philly that was out there, that
Mhm.
was pretty as close to what we saw last year, and they were
Yeah.
wreaking havoc.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
But
so
Kyle Shanahan was in his
that's
bag.
right. That's right.
He was coaching his tail off.
Yes, he was.
And
Sure.
given all the injuries, I think Shanahan would be my coach of the year.
I
Yeah.
listened to a lot of sports
Literally.
talk radio.
Literally.
And the crazy part is the double reverse pass,
Mm-hmm.
they ran that play before
Uh-huh.
with Debo Samuel
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Same spot on the field.
That's right.
They ran the jet sweep earlier in the game to Sky Moore to set up that play.
Wow.
See, that's coaching.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the one thing I will say is Kyle Shanahan definitely outcoached all that is Philadelphia yesterday.
No. Yes, he did. Okay, so but what was the best game of the weekend? There's a few candidates here.
Boy.
I think the Panthers game.
Rams,
Yes.
Panthers.
I
Yes.
think the Rams Panthers game was the best game from beginning to end.
Yes.
God, I didn't think we were going to agree on that.
Yeah. That game was really good.
Yeah.
And look, listen, the Battle of Duval was also a very good game.
Yes, it was.
Oh, you mean you mean when Superman landed from Metropolis into Duval?
That's right.
Indeed. Indeed.
Because brother, listen, offensively, that man's out there by his damn self.
Yes. Buffalo's offense reminds me of the University of Florida's offense when they had Tim Tebow and Percy
Mhm.
Harvin.
Yes. Yeah.
That's not bad.
They
That's
had
not
they had this spin chart. It was like Florida's football plays. It's not even an original thought of mine. They had this, and it was like, one of those spinners, you flick it and it goes like this.
Yeah.
And it was like 16 different boxes, and they were all like Percy Harvin left, Tebow right, Percy Harvin right, Tebow left. Pass from Percy Harvin to Tebow, pass from Tebow to Percy Harvin.
Right.
Like, I mean, Josh Allen basically tells the rest of the team, get me to the fourth quarter.
Basically.
Right.
Then I will don my cape.
Yep.
That man carried a whole football team 6 yards on a tush push.
Yes. Yes. On the other side, I will just say this and get it out the way. It's nobody's fault because injuries are what they are. But what the Chargers allowed to happen to Justin Herbert in that game is criminal. Like,
it's been happening all year.
I know. And he drug him into the playoffs only to be rewarded with that. Like,
a whooping.
There were some
he out there with a broken
major
hand.
collisions in that game.
The unfortunate part is there were a few opportunities for him to do his thing and he didn't. But
right.
I always say, like, listen, if you want to know what an elite level quarterback who has been made gun shy from getting chased around, looks like all year. Remember David Carr?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is like that cautionary tale. The Houston Texans took the quarterback before they had the offensive line, and
Yep.
David
Oh
Carr
my
set
God.
the still NFL record for being sacked in a year.
Yeah.
Like Justin Herbert looked like he had been hit too many times all year,
Yeah.
where he was just like, bro, I can't take this anymore. He
Yeah,
was
no, that
somebody's
was
down
tough to
there.
watch. Okay, now so before we get into the games of this weekend, I'm sure we don't have it written down still, but do we remember our way too early Super Bowl picks?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't even think either of mine are playing football anymore.
Oh, I know I wasn't gonna reference you at all. I knew that.
Because I think I might have picked like Chiefs Eagles.
You did.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
you definitely involved the Chiefs.
100%.
Yes. KST, do you remember yours?
Man.
I actually remember mine.
I'm gonna need verification of one of mine, but I definitely remember the other one.
I know I probably had the Eagles in it, begrudgingly.
You might have said begrudgingly way back then.
No, I don't remember.
Did you have the Chefs as well?
Huh?
Did you have the Chiefs as well?
I probably did.
I mean, you're smart, so you probably did.
I probably did.
Sure.
Yes.
So I don't remember my NFC, but I do remember that I wouldn't have picked the Eagles. I'm trying to remember if I picked the Lions or the Rams. I
I
definitely
honestly don't
remember.
remember. You did pick Buffalo though.
Of course, I picked Buffalo. So I'm
They're not
still
making
in
the
this
Super
thing.
Bowl, but you are still in this thing.
Yes.
So, Chewy, did you pick the Niners?
I put
I
the
don't think.
Niners Chiefs.
Okay. All right. So, me and Chewy have a dog in this fight still at some level, and I may have both dogs. I don't know. But
I
I
like it.
need the divisional round winners, and I need an updated Super Bowl.
Okay, so I have the list up.
Dude, some of these
got,
divisional games are gonna be brutal.
Oh, absolutely. These are great
Absolutely.
matchups.
all right, so Bills Broncos
In
See,
Denver.
there's a perfect
in
example.
Denver. Yeah.
All right. So who's that? Whenever we give this to the editor, this particular thing I'm about to say definitely needs to be clipped because this is the battle of the Fugazi time trialers.
Oh.
I do not believe in Denver at all. And I already know Buffalo is smoke and one mirror. So at the end of the day, I think this comes down to if Buffalo can do what the Chiefs had mastered doing, which is making sure that the best player on the field has the ball last.
Mm-hmm.
So if Buffalo has the ball last, I'm going to say that they're going to win. The unfortunate part is I think Denver's defense is good enough to win this game by themselves. Especially because I don't think Buffalo has an offense other than their quarterback.
They don't.
He can't beat Denver's defense by himself.
So you're taking the Broncos.
I begrudgingly, and this is as begrudgingly as humanly possible, I am taking the paper champs to win one more week.
Chewy.
Who are the paper champs? I don't understand that reference.
The Broncos are the number one seed.
The Broncos are the number one seed,
Oh,
but they're
okay. I
like
see
the
what you're
fourth
saying.
best team in the AFC.
Got it. I say the Bills. Josh Allen's got a baby on the way, so I'm going with track principle. You got to make
Yeah,
babies.
he does. I saw Haley Steinfeld in the Golden Globes. She about ready to give birth.
Governor.
I will. I just think the Broncos defense is better. So
Got it.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
Broncos defense is better. The
Yes.
Broncos defense is the best defense in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Superman.
I listen, part of me wants to just jump on the bandwagon with you because again, I need people to understand like this isn't Broncos hate, right? There are facts you can't ignore. The NFL is pretty old, right? The Broncos
Okay.
played the third weakest schedule in the history of the NFL. Like, you can't even ignore that stat. You can't even make that up.
Tell Mama it's to the right.
Like, it's one thing to play the weakest schedule in the NFL. They played the weakest schedule in the NFL other than two other schedules ever.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick the Broncos for a
All
week.
right. Let's go to Chewy's game because this is Chewy's game.
All right, Niners Seahawks
In Seattle.
in Seattle.
Now
So
we
regardless
saw
of
this
how
movie
I
a couple
feel,
weeks ago in the Bay.
Yes, but
Yep.
one of the gadgets in the Swiss Army knife that is the 49ers offense only has one Achilles now.
Yeah,
That
George
was
Kittle.
listen, that was so hard to watch.
Yeah, that was
Because
that.
if you
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
George Kittle, you don't like good humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like that dude is amazing. I don't care what team you like, you have to like George Kittle.
yeah.
That was bad. That was rough.
But if
So,
ever there's a team that does that next man up thing really well, it's that team.
yes. So I have the Niners, obviously.
Can we just take a second? The NFC West is 75% of the playoffs left.
Yep.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying.
You know,
Okay.
this is one of the this is a whole ass rivalry game, right? And I don't care where the game is or none of that. It's just kind of is what it is. I would love for Sam Darnold to come through. But until he does, I'm taking the 49ers.
Yeah.
Noted.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Trent Williams is playing, right?
He is.
Okay, then the Niners are gonna win.
Wow.
I mean, besides all the good mojo I also need to be sending, I think the playoff version of the Niners, the playoff version of Kyle Shanahan, the playoff version of McCaffrey and Trent Williams, he'll be a week healthier.
Yeah. Governor.
Right. Governor, last one.
I'm going with Seahawks. I just think
Got it.
He
We
went
all
with
can't
the
be on the Niners.
He went with the Ginger Mamba.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So
Texans, Patriots.
Pats. Yep.
In New England.
I'm sticking with the Pats. That's who I chose last week. That's who I'm taking
This
this
game
one
is going to be 10-6.
Wow.
It's going to be a bloodbath, in my opinion.
Who we got? Pats Houston?
Hmm?
Who's playing in this game?
I will get it when we're done.
Yeah,
The
Houston
Pats in Houston?
Yeah.
in the snow. Well, I'm going to predict that it's going to snow. But yeah.
Vrabel's got more rings than anybody in the building.
That he does. Not in his current role, but touche.
I think that Houston does have to figure out how to play offense in order to beat the Pats.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be clear, they didn't play offense tonight.
No.
So See,
I'm
yeah,
gonna pick the Pats. It's a tough one because I also think Drake May look shook a lot in that game, and the defense he just played is nowhere near as good as the defense he's about to play.
Yep.
see, that's so true. But CJ Stroud looked shook against an
That-
average defense.
Look, that's kind of the point, right? It's like it's the shiniest of two turds at the quarterback.
Mhm.
It's actually o- off the field. This game is like really intriguing, right? Because Vrabel, okay, so both coaches are defensive-minded coaches.
Right.
Both of them have relatively young quarterbacks that are unproven, right? 2 years ago, I would have never said that I think Drake May is better than CJ Stroud, but I kind of think he is now.
Well, I think pretty much nobody would disagree with you right now,
Right.
like today
So,
as we speak.
so taking the better quarterback at home kind of
Makes
makes more
sense.
sense to me. So I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
Patriots.
All right. Last but not least,
Did I
Governor.
did I say who was gonna?
He didn't.
Mm-mm. I need yours.
I have always hated the Patriots.
Same.
I c- and let me explain how long it's been. Okay? My introduction to the NFL was the '85 Bears beating the piss out of Tony Eason
Oh,
and the I remember those names. Okay? So my disdain for the Patriots, from Drew Bledsoe to Tom Brady to it's there. It's embedded in me. Okay? We're talking about 40 years. So I can't do it. The Texans win this game. That
Come here,
I can't
baby.
do
Come here.
Got it.
All right.
All
Rams
right.
and Bears in
In
Chicago.
Chicago.
it. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish what I said. 85 Bears,
The Bears.
2026 Bears. Let's go.
Noted.
I've only waited 40 years for this, you know what I'm saying? So let's let's go.
Um,
I'm going with the MVP.
yeah, I'm picking Stafford.
All
Like
right.
I mean, the best two
Stafford's too
players on
cold.
this football field.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's stuck.
Chewy, who you got?
I don't know if can't pick the Rams. The blood doesn't go that way. It's like telling it to go backwards.
So,
But
fun fact though, if the Niners win
mhm.
and the Rams win, then the Rams get a home playoff game versus the Niner for the right to go to
Geez,
the Super Bowl in the Bay.
that's hilarious. That's actually interesting. I didn't even think about it that way. Like the path.
Yeah.
I got to go with the Bears. I can't say the Rams.
Yeah, Chew is never going to pick the Rams. The Rams
No,
could be playing like the Oakland Dynamites youth football team, and she would pick the Dynamites.
Oakland Dynamites. Oh my
just
God.
can't do it.
That's crazy.
Just can't do
Sorry, guys.
He froze and turned into a whole different human.
it.
If the Bears win, it'll be like 49-42
Yeah,
I think
with
it's gonna be a
with
shootout.
with
Lord
clock
knows
running out.
their
Yeah, bet
defense.
bet the over for certain.
First
Hmm.
of all, for sure, the Bears will be losing going into the fourth quarter. That you can
Yes.
for sure like lock it in.
Yeah.
Okay. So then whatever. Give me your Super Bowl. We will review.
Wait, hold on. I still need your pick. Oh no, you guys gave
Oh,
me your picks. I'm sorry. Sorry.
oh no, I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, you guys both picked them.
You want me to do it for you?
Sorry. I don't know why I didn't write it down. Oh, Super Bowl.
So we're picking the conference championship game and
Yeah,
then
we're blowing right through this. Just tell me right at going into the divisional round, you got who in the Super Bowl? You may have to revamp this.
oh man.
Oh,
I'll tell you mine.
okay.
'Cause I
Okay.
feel like I said it already. I feel like I might have said it in August. I don't know. Bills, Rams.
Bills, Rams. Okay.
Who's left in the AFC? It's the Bills,
Bills,
the
Broncos,
Texans, the
Texans, Patriots.
Broncos, and the
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You look up and it's
Like
like
a group of paper dolls.
exactly.
Can I still pick the Chiefs?
Oh, yes, you can. By all means, please.
Oh my God.
Since you'll never see him again, you may as well pick him one more time.
Yeah, okay.
You want me to do it?
Oh my goodness.
I say
Oh.
Bills, Niners.
Ooh. Ooh.
Principalities.
Whoa, Chuck.
I don't even
Oh,
want to say this, but I actually think it's gonna be Pats Rams.
Oh,
A throwback
No, Chucky.
to the
Yeah.
start of the dynasty.
It's not enough.
Pats Rams. Ugh, that made me feel dirty even thinking that.
Chucky, if you bought
I'm gonna go Seahawks, Broncos.
wow.
Woo,
Said nobody ever at the start of the season.
woo.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Wow.
This is a big balloon.
That is a very big balloon.
Bounce on it.
Well, since we did all this football, I think we should just like turn it over to Frozen Chewy.
I'm not frozen.
It's a chewy.
I was watching the balloon. I
Oh,
got distracted.
No, that's funny.
Balloon. Okay,
I
I
was
don't know
watching
what
your
y'all are
balloon.
making sense of.
Yes. So, in our new year, new me essence, we are all taking on some responsibilities. And so in this short segment, definitely short segment, um, I'm just going to go over some random things that are pertinent and questions that I get asked, uh, either frequently or occasionally, but either way that need to be addressed. So the first is um, just talking about coaches education and being a person who is within the committee and then also with I'm sorry, the USATF committee, and then as an educator as well. What are the levels and what purpose do they actually serve? So for those who don't know, there are three levels to USATF coaches education. Level one is very generic, very basic, spreads across all the event groups, and is just tipping your toes into the water. Level two gets the event specific, so you actually sign up for the event group specifically that you'd like to focus on. So whether you're sprints, endurance, sprint hurdle relays, jumps, throws, combined events, or youth or U20, you can specify it and focus in on that. Then you go to level three, and level three seems to be the unicorn because it happens every once in a while and everybody wants it, but they don't always get it. But level three actually is the top, and literally is the top of what you can do for education. But it's not the science, and it's literally what closes the loop. So it focuses on when to apply everything that you've learned and in the philosophy of what you've inherited or developed at this point. And so, in its inception, and still to this day, people just want to get it so they can complete it.
No, this
And now that crazy enough people allow me to mentor them, I always tell them it takes time to get there. Don't be in such a rush to check the box. Because I think it wasn't even until 3-4 years after I finished level 3 until I actually understood what I was doing in regards to level 3. Not what I was doing coaching, but like why I took level 3. And I'll be honest, when I went to level 3, I didn't quite understand what I was doing. I didn't understand the objective. So, with that being said, there's obviously various educations. I'm speaking to the one that I am most familiar with. But you've got Altus, you've got USGCA, you've got World Athletics has theirs. They've revamped theirs. You've got the one-offs. You've got smaller entities doing a whole bunch of education, and to the blessing of Zoom, a Zoom clinic can pop up around the corner any day, any given moment on any internet that you can sign on to. So I'm not going to say that all education is equal, but some education is better than no education. So you got to decipher what is good for you, and what is good for the athlete that you're faced with in front of you. There's always a time and a place for education. Just got to figure out when it's appropriate for you or for your athlete. So that is my word to the wise.
Very well said.
So
Can we ask you a couple questions?
sure.
Not in a bad way, just like I know all of us get asked questions about these, and I'll be honest, I always tell them they should ask you because I can't give these answers. But what do you think in your opinion, what is the greatest benefit of having, everybody should have level 1, but of having multiple level 2s?
Beyond just gathering the rocks, I think there's a basis and an understanding and the ability to coach in other languages, right? Like, so at convention, I was talking to Sean Denard, who did a discus symposium, and he told me, he's like, 90% of what I talked about was basically sprint mechanics and sprinting, because those shapes and positions are applicable in the disc. And I was like, oh, great. That means I actually am speaking correctly when I'm talking to my people about it. But the commonality parts. And so that way you can just, when faced with the need to step in or even trying to figure things out, the more you know, the better you're able to get your kinesthetic awareness in line and apply it better, in my opinion.
My question is, and it kind of follows the same, down the same path. Would you say that these certifications, and seeking certifications in various areas, do you think it aligns with the, how should I put this? If you were a distance runner in college and you want to get into the coaching profession, and it is really, really difficult to find that distance coaching position, but your head coach, while you are volunteering, says, hey, can you help out with the throwers over there? Right? What role would you say these certifications would play? And are they detailed enough that someone in that situation could get certified, walk over to that throwing circle or the cage, and actually understand the grassroots of throwing and parlay that? I mean, that is
Yeah.
who Brett Halter is at Missouri. He was a
Yeah.
distance athlete at Missouri, and now he's one of the very best throws coaches in the country.
Mhm.
right? So, long-winded, but wanted to get your
Yeah.
thought on that.
So I do think at the basis of it, the necessity is there, right? Because we always say this about NCAA. You got to know the rules to break the rules. So if you don't know the principle of the mechanics or even just the positions in space, you can't manipulate it or you can't say it a different way in order to get the athlete to do it. So you've got to understand what you're trying to do. Are you going to be as well versed or the trained eye? Probably not. And you're not supposed to. It's just not your
Mhm.
primary. But you've got to start somewhere, right? Um, I think what the levels do specifically, and I would say this for any education, what it does the best for you is it allows you a network that you can depend on to send videos to or to talk about it. So beyond having just the knowledge base, you now have resources. And that's
Right.
the biggest thing that I push is, you may not know the answer or you may not be able to look it up in the book or whatnot, but you can send a video. And it could be to your peer, not even to your instructor.
Hmm.
So I think that's where the biggest value of the outcome is, is the resources and the networks that you have that get established after the 4 days or 2 days, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, that's what they say about Todd Lane, right? He was a distance runner. Now he's an
Hmm.
acclaimed jumps coach.
Right.
So definitely value in that. So yeah.
So my question for Chewy is like
Yeah, that's
obviously level 3 is the highest level,
Chucky.
but
Chuck.
for
Chuck.
hold on, baby.
After we
Let me ask
cook
Chewy a question. But for the profession of NCAA track and field coaches,
Mhm.
what level is the most critical, if any, to direct connection to getting employed?
So I don't know if direct connection is a word that I could associate with it, but the event group that you want to be in, you should have a level two. And that's just for basic principle. And so that you have the resources book, right? And again, the job comes from, it could be from your instructor, it could be from someone that you sat in the class with, it could be someone that saw you there. And that's the biggest thing. But I do think that, so if you're saying it in USATF language, level two, if it's the USUCA, then it's the specialist course. But you've got to have something that shows that you're specializing. And that way, one, there's a level of quote unquote, I'm serious about what I'm doing. But I mean, I say to this day, I wouldn't have broken into the collegiate world had I not gone on level two jumps with Jimmy Fisher, Chris Boswick, and Rock White.
Okay, so that's I agree. I will simply say I've done all three.
Hmm.
Um, Personally, I had the most fun at level 3,
Hmm.
but I made the most connections at level 2.
Hmm.
And at that point, I already had an NCAA job, but the people that I met through the level 2 process, one way or another, I'm still connected to, in my career today. And those relationships have allowed me to help other people along their path.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think level 2 is the big one for me as well.
Agreed. I mean, I have pictures from level two jumps of babies of coaches who I still see at least twice a year. Same thing for level three, but like the various level twos, it's crazy. I can pull those out and I would embarrass the people, myself included. So, but that's okay too. So, all right, y'all. A taste of what we're evolving into. So, um, buckle up, buttercups, because it's happening.
The Patreon account is created. The structure of it is coming. Announcements, stay
To
tuned.
follow. Yep.
Start
All right,
checking,
y'all.
start checking your sofa cushions. You can find a couple coins, put them together.
That's right. That's right.
We
All
we gonna
right,
keep it
everyone.
EBT friendly around here.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down before that goes into a spiral. Have a great week. Travel safe, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye now.
Say bye, baby.